Shalom. This is your brother Tazaya Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out with another weekly lesson, and I pray that it be edifying as well as informative. But first, we want to give all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Yikakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say Shalom and Ahab to all the Agwans and Agwas that are striving and thriving in the same 100% true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is based upon, current events that are happening as I speak. The war in the Middle East. And from the looks of things, everything is going according to the Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai plan. And with these prideful, arrogant Edomites, I don't think they count the cost. Anytime you're motivated by greed, it's got that covetous mindset, do as I will, I'm Billy Badass, in other words. At some point in time, you're going to bite off more than you can chew. And this looked like was pretty much what's going on right now as I speak. I don't think you count the cost that these small nations, they're not going to lay down for you anymore. You used to just bushwhacking a nation, just taking what you want. Prime example, you went and kidnapped a president and his wife and stole their resource, a whole barge of oil, saying that it belongs to you. That's their pride too, that this nation have. It's a prideful nation. And with that being said, let me go to them scriptures. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You thought you was above and beyond the reach of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Even though you may be, the baddest kid on the block when it comes to the earthly kingdoms, nations. Hey, as the saying go, no matter how bad you are, there's somebody just a little bit better. And that's a fact. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Most High Yahweh. Okay. Get ready for a takedown. And it's all because of the pride and arrogance of Edom, Idumean, Esau, so-called white man. All because of that pride and arrogance. And with that being said, let me go to the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You know, these smaller nations are coming up with similar technology, in some cases better technology than Babylon, aka America. And as I said earlier, these people they're not going to lay down. They're not going to belly up like that roach on that raid can. These people not going to belly up anymore. They're not going to play dead for you. Hey. The bully can very well get his nose blooded. And that's where it's headed. Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause that mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Hey, that's going to be the valley of judgment. No, that's what the Most High, Yahweh Shema B'Shai, going to plead. He's going to judge. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. You know, this place is so wicked and sinful. Hey, the iniquity had reached all the way to the heavens. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Most High Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Most High Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake. What's going to make the heavens and the earth shake? Though ICBM missiles. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. For some reason, it didn't say the world. It said the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your power, dwelling in Zion. And Zion is a people before it's a place. My holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no stranger pass through her anymore. Ain't nobody going to occupy our land anymore. You know, claiming to be the peoples, or claiming to be the Israelites, God chosen people. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of Yahweh, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah. Once again, for the violence against the children of Judah. Didn't say the world. Because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever. Didn't say the world. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation, the northern and the southern kingdom shall dwell forever. Thus said Yahweh by Shem Awashai. With that said, I'm going to move on to the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, starting at verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into the hands that did show them no mercy. Upon the ancient has thy very hairy laid thy yoke. You had no mercy for the elder. And thou said, I shall be a lady forever. Oh, I thought you were going to be precious and delicate, and that you'll never get taught or touched, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. There go that pride again. Neither did remember the latter end of it. You didn't care about the things that you done. As a matter of fact, as of today, you bring up the fact and atrocities that occurred during slavery. You got some people to tell you, you know what, that's the past. Just forget about it. Get over it. When trauma from slavery is still present today. I mean, it's prevalent in the children of the Most High. It's still traumatized as the day, and they quick to tell you you get over it. And they know this. And that's one of the reasons why they try to gloss over the history of slavery. They know that at any given point in time, Jake might just lose it. Just wake up and lose it. And it's going to happen too. But it's going to happen in righteousness. We're not just going to take matters in our own hands. Hey, we're going to wait on Yahweh by Shem Awashai. Like he said. Wait on him while he rises up to the prey. And I guess I'll end off with the book of Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So as these devils try to change history and try to present the atrocities that they committed, that it wasn't so bad, and that some cases slavery was a good thing. There was good slave masters, and you learned the trade while doing slavery. But can somebody explain to me the atrocities? How you gonna gloss over the atrocities that were committed during the Jim Crow era? I mean, what was that all about? You know, they say that a Jake is killed by a police officer every 28 hours, you know, in these modern times. Imagine how many people was lynched during the Jim Crow era. What are the statistics on that? And with that being said, I'm going to close out by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash. Dub honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say Shalom and Ahab to all the Aquans and Aquas that are striving and thriving in the same 100% true doctrine. Shalom.